This is Jay Bradley with Creepy Encounters. We are back in Wisconsin at that paranormal hotspot. Got a couple interesting features today I'm going to show you that appeared out over the river itself. Two orbs. The first one you're going to see appears on the west side of the river, and you'll see it move off westbound towards the trees. The second one just materializes out of nowhere, and from that will emerge another orb that will move out ahead of it at a higher rate of speed than the originating orb, and they both will move off towards the west side of the river and then out of sight. It's very interesting. Let's take a look at the footage. This footage was captured on September the 22nd, 2021. It's a beautiful fall day, mid to late afternoon. These features are nothing but lens flares, concentric circles, beautiful arcs, rays coming in through the trees. Nothing paranormal here. Speaking of paranormal, this is the Haunted Oak. This is where a lot of paranormal activity seems to center. It's kind of a hub, if you will, for some of the strange things that happen at this location. And this is where we're going to focus our attention today, on this spot right here, and take a look at those orbs that appear over this portion of the river. I'll direct your attention to upper right of frame. You're going to see that red arrow, and you will notice that a silver object emerges off the tip of that and heads westbound. It's hard to see here. We'll zoom in and take a look at that in just a second. And then I'm going to drop this arrow. This is where these two orbs emerge, right there. Again, I will zoom in on both of these. Zoomed in a little bit more. There's that first one coming off that tip right there. Let's zoom in some more, and there it is, appearing out of nowhere, moving off westbound. These are the other two that emerge, and we're going to zoom in on these also. Let's take a look at that. A little bit closer. One appears just out of nowhere, the other emerges from that. And let's take a look at that again. That's very curious. We'll get zoomed in, we'll slow this down to get a better look at the action. This is that second set of orbs just appearing out of nowhere, the other one emerging from it. Let's look at that a second time. Off they go. Let's zoom in at where they're headed towards the trees. You'll see they're taking two different courses, one off to the right and the other curving off to the left. There are a lot of flying insects over the river today. They're emerging, but that I don't believe is what we are looking at this point in the video. Take a look at this another time. Appears out of nowhere. The other jets off, seems to emerge from that first one, both heading again westbound. Fascinating. I've now slowed down the footage to 10% of normal speed. That orb, again, appears out of nowhere. And then the second emerges from that and streaks off. We'll go ahead and put that in freeze frame here in just a second. Here it goes, it appears, and there it is in freeze frame as they separate. The one stays in place, gives the second one a head start, if you will, and off they go into the distance to parts unknown. Well, that's it for Orbs over the Chip. I don't know what these things are. In all the videos that I put out, I try not to say it is the following. Now, yes, I give them a title, the tendril entity, a whole host of names, kind of just a catchy title, but I simply don't know what they are. After watching hundreds of hours of video, these things just kind of jump off the screen to me, and that's why I put them out there. They may be natural, they may be an artifact of the camera, but I put them out there because I want to get your feedback, your thoughts, and your analysis of what you've seen in all these videos, and please do that at my website at creepyencounters.com. Thanks for watching.